Hello everyone, my name is Isha and I'm here to give a short demonstration of my project. So, the title of my project is Health Insurance Cost Prediction using Watson AutoAI. So, I've used the IBM Cloud services to develop this project. So, firstly, create an account in IBM Cloud. After the account has been created, you need to create a few services. So, click on this catalog button. So as you can see, there are various services over here. So we will be creating the Watson Studio service to create a model and the Nodered service to create the user interface for our model. So after both these services have been created, you're good to go. So now right click on the IBM Cloud button and open it in a new tab. So in the dashboard, click on this services button. You will find that there's a list of the services that you've already created. Now click on this Watson Studio service. After this page appears, click on this Get Started button. So as you can see, there's a list of the projects that I have already created, and there's a link here which says create a project. So click on this link if you want to create a new project and click create a blank project. So I'll open this project that I have already created. So as you can see, there are various tabs over here. So go to the Assets tab. And then before creating your project, upload your data set. You'll see on the right hand side of this page, there's this browse button. So click on that browse button and upload your data set. So as you can see, I have already uploaded this data set over here, the health insurance data set. After the data set has been uploaded, click on this add to project button. In that you all can see there's an option named AutoAI experiment. So click on this option and then start with your AutoAI experiment. So I won't be performing this experiment again because I have already done it. So this is the AutoAI experiment which I have performed. So I'll click on this and show you how it is. So this is an experiment which performs various pipelines. So during this experiment, 8 pipelines were generated, and the 8th pipeline generated the least error. So, as you can see, this is the pipeline leaderboard. The pipeline which generates the least error leads this leaderboard. And then save this in the form of a model. You can either save it in the form of a model or in the form of a Jupyter notebook. So, after this is saved in the form of a model, go to your project. After this auto AI experiment has been run, you're supposed to create a deployment for your project. So click on this model. You all can see there are 4 tabs over here. So go to this deployments tab. So you can see I have already created a deployment here. If you all have not created any deployments yet, click on this add deployment button and then create your deployment. So I'll open this deployment here. So there are 3 tabs over here. This implementation tab is important because we'll be using the scoring point URL over here later on. So keep this page as it is. Now you all can see there's this test tab over here. So enter all these values and check if your model is working efficiently. So enter all these values and hit the predict button and wait for the results. So as you can see, the insurance amount has been predicted, which tells us that our model is working fine. So after this has been done, we are supposed to create our user interface. So go to the catalog. Again, right click on this and open it in a new tab. Now in the dashboard, click on this Cloud Foundry apps. So you can see there's a service named Nodered over here. Click on that. So after this page appears, there's this link which says visit app URL. So click on this link. Now click on this button which says go to your Node-RED flow editor. So as you all can see, I have already created a flow here. So I had uploaded a sample JSON file of this flow, and then I edited all the details in this flow. So y'all can do it either ways. Or either y'all can create the flow from scratch, or y'all can upload a sample JSON file. Okay, so I have already done this. So I'll just click on every node and show you what's there in it. So this is the form node. So these are the various labels, and this is the variable name in which the values of our labels will be stored. And this is the type of every variable. Mark all fields as mandatory and then leave everything as it is and click on the done button. After this has been done, now click on this pre-token button. So over here we have set all the variables as global so that these variables can be accessed from anywhere. Okay. So after setting these variables as global, you all can see there's a variable here named as API key. So this API key is unique for everyone. So you'll find this API key in your machine learning instance. So let's go to our machine learning instance. Make sure that you open every link in a new tab because we'll require all the credentials on the pages that we have already used. So make sure that every link is opened in a new tab. So click on the services again. Now in the services, you can see this last one. This is the machine learning instance. So this machine learning instance, it gets created while you create your IBM Watson Studio service. So click on this. Now on the left hand side, you all can see there's this service credentials button here. So click on that. And now click on this downward arrow. So if you all have not created any service credential yet, you all can create one by clicking on this new credential button. So in this, you all can see there's this API key over here. So copy this API key from here and paste it over here. After doing that, let everything be as it is and click on the done button. After this has been done, open this HTTP request node. So leave everything as it is and click on the done button. Now in this pre-prediction node, all these global variables have been stored in these variables again, and we need to change this instance ID. So we'll find this instance ID in this machine learning instance again. So copy it from here and paste it over here. And then these are the fields, the labels. These are the input values. Basically, these are the variable names that have been stored in message.payload. After this has been done, return your message and hit the done button. So after that, click on this HTTP request. So here, you're supposed to change this URL. So this URL, you'll find it in the implementation tab. So copy this scoring endpoint URL from here and then paste it over here. So after this has been done, leave everything as it is, everything else as it is, and then hit the done button. So in this function node, initially you're supposed to leave everything as it is and then click on the done button. So this message.payload node is used to display the message. And this tab is used to display it in the form of label space value. So it will display it as insurance amount space the value of the insurance amount. So leave this as it is, or you all can change the name over here if you all want to, and then click on the done button. So after all of this has been done, you all can change the theme if you all want to. So go to this theme tab. There's this drop down menu here. So instead of using the default theme, you all can use this custom theme. So you all can change the various colors. You all can change the color of your page, the sidebar, the widget text, the widget color, everything you all can change. So after all of this has been done, click on the deployment button. You can see there's this message here which says successfully deployed. So after our model has been deployed, copy this URL from here and open a new tab, paste it here, and then write UI and hit the enter button. So as you can see, this is the front end of my project. So I'll enter the values and hit the submit button. So as you can see, after the submit button has been clicked, the insurance amount over here, it changes. Okay. So depending on these factors, on these various factors, the insurance amount will change. So this was my project. I hope this video was helpful to you all. Thank you.